from Philippines. As a poet and a journalist, Cordovilla received the Outstanding Alumni Award for Literature and Journalism from the Far Eastern University in 2004. Cordovilla is the author of 6 books, and his most celebrated poetry book, 10,000 Lines, is a long, long poem that surpasses even the English epic Beowulf by 3 times its length, which is also the longest poem ever written by a Filipino in a record time of 2 years. So the book was featured and televised in national media. So congratulations, Cordovilla from Philippines. I invite you to join us with your poetry. Yeah, welcome to the session. Please unmute yourself and maybe have your recitation. Please unmute. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Permit Jaggi. Thank you for the wonderful introduction.
Welcome.
And thank you for my dear friend, longtime friend, Dr. General Anand, for inviting me here. It's an honor to be here with these venerable poets. I believe I want to reduce. Well, I thought it was 7 minutes, but Dr. Dr. Jaggi mentioned 4 minutes. So while the other poets were speaking, delivering their poems, I tried to edit the poems that I will be reading tonight into 4 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you, because it would be a regard to the other poets.
Yeah, with other poets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And just go straight to the poem. It's entitled After the Dream. After the dream, when everything has been said and done, the pain felt and related to the reader. Would I be better? Would I be a better man? Could I insist that this particular theory is right and the other wrong? Would I be believed? Would I be believed if I say I did not know how to start this poem? Never really have started writing this poem about you and me, which is also about the word, which is also about peace, that I have always contemplated, prayed and contemplated to write this poem. Tried to imagine the start, tried even harder to imagine the life I would be into. If ever should I start writing the poem, would I be better? Would I be a better man with enough bread to feed the clan, with enough bread and joy to last me 2 lifetimes? That's why I'm most afraid to start, most afraid to even sense the right words that would have me starting. For after writing those words and reading them and rereading them and rereading them still, I know life would be different. I know something would change, or everything would change. Would I see the sunrise the same way as before? Would I still enjoy the song on the radio? Would I be a better man or far removed from my comfort? Would I still enjoy the movies, the cafes? Would you still love me? After the bearing of the soul, after reading to you the stanzas, after the joy you would have witnessed in me while reading, would you still feel love or fear? Fear for the future, fear of what would I become, fear of what we would become. So I imagine the words, imagine them forming, imagine writing them and smiling as I write, or try to feel the pain I would be feeling if I write. If I really write the words I previously imagined, would I please you? Would I ever please you? But here I am in one corner of the world, afraid to even jot down the words, most afraid of what words would make me into, what price to pay to write the words I have imagined, what previous price to pay. Should I even write? Should I even imagine the words? Could I even handle the dream? Lights in, lights out, the world outside humming the motor melody, machines working at this very hour, machines as big as a building, and as small as a molecule. Would it matter? Would it really matter if I just don't write the words I've imagined? Would it matter if I don't even start imagining the words? Would it really matter if I just leave the notebook open without a single word written on it? What if I just sit down and watch the whole of civilization from my corner? I guess it wouldn't matter at all. I do enjoy the cafes, the conversations. I do enjoy reading you a poem or two. I enjoy summers and the rain. I enjoy the sunshine and the darkness as well. I enjoy your epics as I enjoy feeding the turtles. I enjoy the moon tangled with your hair. Oh, should I just buy a newspaper and make it the space between you and me? Analyze the events, see the world from a distance, calculate the risks in the stock market, make a comment or two about current affairs, or write a suggestion to the president. Would it matter? Would it matter at all? Oh, I should stand and keep the house in order while the people are still fast asleep and dreaming. Make peace with myself and the world, then write long poems about love, life, and peace. Write long lines about pain and sorrow and misery. Write long lines about joy and caring and sharing. Oh, they should matter somewhere, I guess. They should matter to someone somewhere. Or I would not be writing. I would not be writing at all. Writing, I'm most afraid. Most afraid to quicken the words and send them to their crisis. Most afraid to write down the words and let the day make them happen. Most afraid to let my guard down, expose myself to angels and prophets. Most afraid to lift the pen and draw out the letters, to write down the words that would inhabit space, inhabit thoughts that would have lived lives and walk among us. Would I recognize them, or would they recognize me at all? After the dreaming, the imagining of the words, after taking courage to write down the first few words and risking my comfort, would it matter? Would anything matter at all? I guess I would just watch the sun rise in the morning and descend in magnificent sunset. I guess I would just watch a television show and laugh with the audience. I guess I would just go to the mall and watch a movie. I guess I would just grab a newspaper and read the events, watch the world from a distance, smile at people, whistle a happy tune, and think of happy endings. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. I think that was laying your soul bare as a poet, because I have read a quotation in which I don't know which author, but he says a poem is the poet's autobiography. So I think this was a subtle expression of the evolution of a poet, the inner poet, and very beautifully you have raised some countless questions which are intriguing but pertinent in one's life if one is growing, a soul is growing mature. Would I be a better man? Would I please you? Would it matter? Beautifully said, sir. And it really shows how you are trying and working towards your growth as a soul, as a poet, as a concerned humanitarian. Thank you so much for joining us. That was deep and touching. So nice to have you.